everybody, I'm Chef Susie with Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts. Thanks for joining me today. And I know that a lot of you are going to be starting classes soon, so there's no need to be apprehensive about starting classes. There's a lot of great people here to help you. They're waiting for you to arrive when you get here. You've got your student success coordinator that's going to help you find housing, show you around campus, and help you meet some friends. And there's a director of career services that can help you find a part-time job once you arrive if you'd like to work while you're going through your program. And it's a great program, and the staff is very approachable. And you're going to find that you're going to have a great time because it's hands-on, real-world experience. And with your passion to learn and the experience that you're going to have in a classroom, you'll be sure to be successful. And you're going to be learning the Escoffier methods, which have withstood the test of time. And it's a cutting-edge program, and it's the only program that has a farm-to-table program, and that's where you spend 3 weeks on the farm and then you go straight into the classroom. So it's the only school in the country that's doing that. And the curriculum for the program is very industry-based, so you're going to learn a lot about what you're actually going to be doing in the real world. So knowing that, we're going to get started on the demo that I have for you today. Today I'm going to be making raspberry sorbet. It's just a few ingredients. It's pretty simple to make, and you'll be sure to dazzle your friends and family with this easy recipe. I have some raspberry puree here that I made by just taking some simple syrup, some sugar and water with a little lime juice and some fresh raspberries. And I simmered it on the stove and I let it cool off. And now I'm going to be blending it with my Immersion blender. And then we'll strain it. We're going to be blending this because it's going to be a little bit easier to strain once it's blended. I just wanted to point out the correct way to use the Immersion blender. You don't want to use it standing up straight because the liquid can't flow through the bottom and get blended up. You're always going to want to put it on an angle, and if your container is a little small like this one, you can tilt it on the side too. So let me show you. See, I was holding it straight up and you don't see any activity. Nothing's really getting blended actually around the container. But now I'm going to hold it on an angle and show you a difference. And you can see how things are getting a little more blended. Now that it's pureed really well, we're going to go ahead and strain it because we want to get all of these seeds out of here. So I have a very fine strainer, and I'm just going to be pushing carefully through. And then I have my Kitchenaid ice cream attachment set up on my stand mixer. It's a really nice attachment. It's reasonably priced. Sometimes you can even find them on sale. It's a bowl that you just freeze for about 4 hours or even overnight, and you just attach it to the mixer. So once I've got this strained, we're going to go ahead and put it in the hopper, and we're going to let it mix in there, and it usually takes in for about 20 to 30 minutes. So I have all of my puree out. I always like to kind of go around the bottom because a lot collects on there too. And we're going to go ahead and put this in our mixer. Now that I have my puree in the hopper, I'm just going to turn this on a medium speed, and it's going to be turning for about 20 minutes until it gets thick. And then it's going to go in the freezer and set up a little bit more. It's going to get thick, but not a scooping consistency. So you need to store it in the freezer for maybe an hour or two to just let it get a little bit firmer before you actually scoop it. So we're going to let this work on its own, and then we'll come back and check on it. Now that our sorbet is finished spinning on the machine, it needs to go into the freezer for a few hours to be set up, and then we can go ahead and scoop it. Now that our sorbet has had a chance to set up in the freezer, it's ready to be scooped into a dish. So it's nice and firm, it's had some time to set up, and we're just scooping this into a martini glass for a nice presentation. A nice trio of scoops, and I have an edible flower to garnish with, an edible pansy. And this is our raspberry sorbet for today, and thanks for joining me.
We are making cantaloupe ice cream today. We have cantaloupe already pureed. We have some lemons. We have 6 egg yolks, 2 cups of heavy cream, a cup of milk, and 1 1/4 cups of sugar. What we're actually going to be doing is we're actually making kind of a creme anglaise. It means I'm scalding the milk. That means make it hot on the stovetop. And then we bring it back and we mix it with the sugar, with the egg yolks to partially cook the egg yolks and also to get more volume out of it. Then we're going to add the heavy cream, our lemon juice, and the last thing we add is actually our melon puree. Now the melon puree was done very simply by cutting and peeling a melon. We actually then put a stick mixer to it. And pureed it until it's a nice smooth texture. We need a little bit of lemon juice. So I have a lemon here. When you squeeze the lemon like this or you roll it on the table, you get actually a little bit more liquid out of it. Really press hard to get all the juice out here. Now you can do this also with lemons. They have already been zested. You don't need the skin for anything. So I put a saucier already onto the stovetop. And we're going to heat up the milk to about 120, 140. This is certainly enough to melt the sugar. So while the milk is scalding, we are actually combining the egg yolks and the sugar with a whisk. The milk is now hot. Put the lemon juice in. Going to check if the sugar has been dissolved. feel any more sugar, so that should be good. Adding the cream. Now we're adding our ice cream base to our cantaloupe. So the egg yolks have been partially cooked by the hot milk. The heavy cream gives the ice cream the mouthfeel, the fat you need. The cantaloupe obviously gives the flavor. And look at that beautiful color. Now, if I would serve this maybe in a 5-star restaurant, I maybe want to sieve it or strain it now to make it really, really smooth. Maybe I can use a Paco-Jet, which is an ice cream machine. In our case, we're going to put this in the cooler now, actually in the freezer now, to chill it. And then we're actually going to add a ice cream attachment to the Kitchenaid and churn it. Churning means adding air into the ice cream, which actually expands the volume, makes the ice cream richer, smoother, and more flavorful. So the cantaloupe ice cream has been churned. It was in the freezer to set, and now we're going to be plating it in this beautiful glass. Put a little mint leaf on top. You have very refreshing cantaloupe ice cream. Thank you so much, and I hope I see you soon again.
Thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section and someone will get back to you on an answer. And we look forward to seeing you in school where you can build on your knowledge to share with your friends and family. Thanks.